Good afternoon, and a warm welcome to all in the second day of School Education Panel of 10th International Conference on Human Values in Higher Education, ICHVHE 2025, being held from 19th to 21st December. The theme of this year's conference, Empowering Youth Through Value Driven Education for a Happy and Peaceful World, underscored the vital role in education in nurturing responsible, compassionate, and value oriented individuals for a harmonious society. We extend our sincere welcome to all dignitaries, delegates, participants, YouTube listeners, and look forward to enriching dialogue and collaboration in advancing the cause of human values in education. We are deeply honored to welcome Shri Akhilesh Argal, Indian Forest Service Officer, 1986 batch, Madhya Pradesh cadre, retired. Shri Argal is a former Chief Executive Officer, Rajya Anand Sansthan, Government of Madhya Pradesh. He is a former Additional Secretary, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Administration and Tribal Welfare Departments. Shri Akhilesh Argal has a field experience as Divisional Forest Officer and CEO, Zilla Panchayat, and has a research experience as Head Agroforestry Division, Tropical Forest Research Institute, Jabalpur. He is a key contributor to good governance initiatives, Samadhan Online, Samadhan Ek Din Mein, Lok Kalyan Shivir, Lok Seva Kendra. Sri Argal is involved in implementation of major legislations, RTI Act 2005, Forest Rights Act 2006, Lok Seva Guarantee Act 2010. Sri Akhilesh Argal has a founder role in establishing Atal Bihari Vajpayee Institute of Good Governance and Policy Analysis Bhopal and a director for 10 years. I request all participants, if any question is there, please raise hands. YouTube listeners can post their questions in chat box, and as per time and relevance, we will take up all the questions. Now, I request Sri Akhilesh Argal to kindly deliver his seminar talk on topic Value Driven School Education Implementation, Impact and Future Plans of Anand Sabha in Madhya Pradesh Government Schools. Shri Akhilesh Argal. As we know that universal human values is the main topic of our conference. So universal human values, as the name indicates, it basically relies on the fact of natural acceptance, and it does not say that physical facility should not be there. Physical facility in limited amount is okay, but it should be in relevance with the natural acceptance. Many schools in many states have implemented these values. Many technical educations are in the process of implementing the UHV values in their curriculum in first year and in second year. Many SIP courses are being run by the different institutes in different states. Uh, Above all, the Madhya Pradesh has done a remarkable, you can say, a job in implementing the values in school education. The technical education in various other states have in the process of implementing these values. There are more than 500 volunteers which are linked with the process of implementing the curricula. From the past, the whole conference is of 3 days. From 19th December, this conference has been running. Today is the second day of the conference, and we are in the school education panel. The speaker of the day is Shri Akhilesh Argal. If any sharing or any question or any point any participant want to uh, keep, they can. In the meantime, our speaker will join. Dr. Garima, if you want to say anything, you can add.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Didi.
Ji. So today is day two of school education seminar, and yesterday we heard Shri uh, Sir regarding the implementation and vision and how his personal journey is related to school education, and we can see that I could see from his talk that how the personal transformation in an individual, it gets converted to, wherever you go and you serve, you tend to relate all those findings in your working also, and that has made the huge impact. The impact is so large that around 2000 schools in Madhya Pradesh have implemented it, and now we have seen that it has gone to Rajasthan also, and there are other states which are where the discussion is being carried out, and this is how it multiplies. Over the year, we could see that Sir's journey has multiplied into so many outcomes, right? So it was very nice to hear Sir yesterday, and now we wait for today's speaker. Ji.
Yesterday we had with us Sri Dhirendra Chaturvedi,
Ji.
who is a retired additional director, and a very good talk was delivered by him. Dr. Chaturvedi has worked in the education department in the Madhya Pradesh, and he shared his experiences from I think, from the starting of his career. Uh,
Yes, he
his,
told that
his,
it was in 1996 he started, this journey started, and how he could make such a huge impact.
he basically discussed about the tribal areas, how the civilization has been affected by the, you can say, modernization there. And mainly the tribal people, they don't like that any outsider should come, but due to modernization, it sometimes become necessary. So the discussion was held yesterday regarding this, and he also discussed that how the 600 schools were affected, and you can say they were improved by the introduction of UHV in the curricula in the school education, and how the being a government officer, what challenges he faced, and how he tried to overcome all those challenges in the government sector.
Namaste, Didi. Namaste to everyone.
Ji, namaste.
Ji. So, Akhilesh Argal sir is joining in couple of minutes. He is having a little trouble in joining. The tech team is assisting him. So, he is joining in few minutes.
Ji. In the meantime, if any participant, any attendee Any faculty or any student wants to share or want to ask about this conference or any other thing, you can share. So many parallel rooms and parallel panels are there. Any participant, any attendee can join the parallel room sessions. So we are international conference has been run during daytime and during nighttime also in the two shifts according to the foreign timings. This conference has been running from past 10 to 15 years. But after COVID, the conference has been shifted in the hybrid mode, both online and both offline. SRM Institute Ghaziabad and AK Institute, they have been collaborating with the international conference. So the center, broadcasting center, has been established in SRM Institute, Ghaziabad. Many teams have been working in the background also so that this conference run smoothly. So we were discussing the yesterday's talk, which was given by the Shri Dhirendra Chaturvedi, retired additional director, Directorate of Public Instruction, Bhopal. So, according to Shri Chaturvedi, as he has worked in the education department, so he was discussing how the UHV values has changed his life, because once he attended the workshop in his area, he met Dr. Bagadia there. Um, Under his influence, he elaborated how once he was sitting with his children, and there was a half an hour journey from, I think, from his house to the place where they were going for a trip with his family. And he elaborated that uh, he didn't even know in which class his children were studying before that talk. So an irony was there, and he didn't even know the friends with whom his children were playing or talking. So he elaborated that how that half an hour journey was the longest journey of his life, and he stressed upon the values which he inculcated in the UHV course helped him to define or to improve his family life also. Because during the talk yesterday, he received an important call. Firstly, he thought not to pick it up as the session was going on, but he told us that due to UHV, he came to know that because it's his wife call and it is important to him. So he picked up this call. And after that, he joined the session. So this is how the values inculcated by the UHV is affecting all the people in the all walks of life, whether they are influential, whether they are common people. So all are being affected. One more instance he discussed that once somebody asked him, "क्या आप तृप्त हैं?" He used the language in Hindi. He spoke one line, "कि क्या आप तृप्त हैं?" So he began to think that what is this meaning, tript? Because he is already tript, he is already fulfilled. So what is this question? So he began thinking upon that word, fulfillment. So after attending the full course, he came to know that fulfillment is not for us only, for the society also. So when the environment around us is fulfilled, society around us is fulfilled, family around us is fulfilled, then only fulfillment is really achieved. I request again any panelist or attendee, if he or she want to share anything or any experience regarding any workshop or any conference related to UHV, they can share. I can share my experience, which I got through. Before UHV, I started, or you can say, my association with UHV started in June 2025 in the FTP of UHV 1 and 2, which I joined or participated in the last of June 2025 during summer vacation in Punjab University, Chandigarh. There I met Dr. Garima also. So in that workshop, I didn't know what will happen in that workshop because I came to just attend one FTP, which I volunteered, of course, but I didn't know what will happen in this workshop because every year from our institute, the request is there that two faculty has to join FTP, and they are going. But during this year, I volunteered, and first day only, it had a remarkable, you can say, impact on me. But as they say that wait for the third day, fourth day, because 3 days are for self only. From the fourth day, we will talk about other people because on the first day only, people were saying that any difficulty which we are facing, it is due to the other person. So they kept on waiting for the fourth day, fourth day, fourth day. But ironically, when fourth day came, they had no questions for the other people because our many doubts were clear. Similarly, in the morning session, which we all attend 5:30 or 6:30, I thought to ask one question from the panel, but after some days, my all questions disappeared. I just wanted to listen it like a satsang. So Dr. Manisha is also there with us. I request her to kindly share her experiences. Dr. Manisha Gupta. Shri Dilshad Hussain is also with us. So Dr. Suman has raised her hand. Um, I request the tech team to give mic to her. In the attendees.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You are able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm Dr. Suman Mishra, and I'm talking to you from ISBM College of Engineering, Pune, Maharashtra.
Welcome, ma'am.
I'm just not for the first time, but when this UHV session started in the beginning, I was a part of that in NCR. and I was sent from my college of engineering to attend this uh, mm, conference or whatever, UHV, for the first time. I think that was the time of 2017, uh, in MIT College of Engineering, that was in Meerut. And that was the first class of mine. And I was very upset because I was not aware ki what actually I'm going to learn from that. I'm from a different field, and what they're going to teach me there. And for 2 days, I was in dilemma. Ki what they, matlab, what actually this subject is. But this is not 2025. I'm a serious attendee of this UHV. I have attended a lot of this conferences and seminars, and the faculty development in the most of the part in NCR. And all such things just have changed my life completely. And I just want to tell you that I'm a changed person after attending, starting from in the COVID time. Also, we were on such events which were conducted not face to face, but online. Fine. So I just want to summarize the thing that uh, a person who really wants to be satisfied, cool and calm, and understand the problems, empathy, sympathy, and natural acceptance, one must go for such type of faculty development programs and such type of events that have changed my life completely. Thank you so much for all such process done by the team and our education, the UHV, the how they are implemented in education system. Thank you so much. I just want to tell all such things to everyone.
Ji, Dr.
And
Suman, very nice sharing. Ji,
and
please speak.
now I'm in Pune, ma'am, from last 4 years, from the period of third wave, where I was stuck in this, and from that period, still here, and I'm just coordinating with the Maharashtra, that the UHV, whenever and whatever we are given the time. I'm going. I love to be a part of this system, not for me, but for others also. One must go for that. That can change anyone's life. And we can be a best teacher after attending such. We can be a best person of the society, not humane, but a good human being. I have a lot of things to share, but actually, thank you so much for giving me a chance here.
Didi, you can share. We have time if you
And
want to.
lot of events are there. Uh, I sometimes visited IIT Kanpur also for such events, and to Jaipuria Institute in Noida, and SRM College is one of the college where I visited for some other conferences. But I'm happy that it is also the things are taking place there in Shriram Ghaziabad, I think. So I visited for other, but things are going very well and very positively. And I think this will pave the way to the stars. Maybe the universe is going to be not only our India, but is going to be heaven for most of the people. I'm not talking about monetary, that is called physical facilities, And in Pune, ma'am, I don't have many things. I've left my car in NCR, many things. I live in nature, 2-room flat, and I just not only I'm indulged with the students, but the people around me. They say, ma'am, why you are so happy? I said, because I have gone through UHV from long period of time. Ma'am, I'm a single parent. My son is doing engineering from NCR only. And the way I have just given him education and many things, even he is also a part of that whenever he get time, because he's in engineering and doing computers. So he listens when he get time. And his friends also, who are in technical field. And I love society which is going to be educated through this universal human values. And the presently I have been appointed as UHV question setter of Savitribai Phule University, Pune, question setter of this subject, and examination coordinator and examiner for that. I got a letter a few days earlier. I will make a question for this subject also, UHV. This is something that I feel that I'm blessed. Or my aim is to change whoever is coming in my life, with whom I'm interacting. That few things we have to learn which can change positively, that can impact our life in our relationship. So this is not the beginning, this is not the end, means this is a journey we have to follow if we really want to be happy in harmony. And for the first time, I met, I think, sir from IIT Kanpur. His name was Uday Bhan or Suraj. I don't exactly. I have a photograph with him, and I asked him, sir, why you people are teaching all these things, harmony and yeah, because other people are not able to understand. Even I'm not able to understand. But slowly, slowly, from the third day, and it was I think 7 days, and when the 7 days, the 7 day, it was the last class of ours, then it was a very sad environment everywhere. All the colleagues who were taking part, they were all sad कि अब क्लास खत्म हो गया हमारा, हम तो कुछ और समझ रहे थे, और ये तो नहीं खत्म होना चाहिए. But after a few months, again new that FDB was started. So I'm in this from last 2017, ma'am. This is going 2025 is going to end. That completely changed my life. At that time, my son was in I think 6th or 7th class, and he's a very different person as a human being into the world of artificial intelligence, along with hard skills. He's into that field. That is a big achievement, not for me, other people say. So I have a lot of subjects in engineering. I'm into business communication and many more things. But when I go to the class, my students wait for me. There's no problem of attendance. In one class, there are 64 students, and they don't want to leave. Along with the techniques of many C++, Java, and many more things, they love to listen the parts of humanity, natural acceptance, relationship. I add those topics in their classes. apart from teaching them the main subject. I said कि कुछ भी आपके पास कार बंगला हो जाएगा, अगर आपके रिलेशनशिप में हार्मनी नहीं होगा तो बहुत मुश्किल है. You have to adopt this. You have to understand what actually you want, not only money. So, or in my college, people say, कि, madam, what medicine you eat daily that you are from the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening, you are so happy. In night also. I told them this is actually the multivitamins of UHV. So I'm thankful to all those people who contributed. You was talking about Bagaria sir and many more. I can understand their face, but even I have implemented books of UHV in my library. I've requested the administration, the library sir, the principal, the director. I have written a mail to them, and now my library is having a lot of more than 200, 300 books of UHV. I'm happy for this field, ma'am. Or someday, when before dying, one day I'm going to die, but before that, I want to spread this knowledge to many more people, even those who are not educated. Presently we are just connecting with those who are educated, means teachers, professors, dean, but what about those people who were not given chance to educate? The कामवाली बाय, the वो बच्चे जो पेपर बेच रहे हैं, सब्जी बेच रहे हैं, उनके पास अगर थोड़ा सा भी टाइम है कि why what मतलब this is a connectivity, ma'am. And this is I aim and target of my life. I will devote my life for such events. How to protect the nature? What are the 4 factors of nature? How we are connecting with each other? And human being is not helping all the 3 factors for survival. We are taking everything from nature, but giving nothing to nature, only pollution, destroying them. I'm from army background, ma'am. And I have visited many parts from J&K to Andaman Nicobar, from Assam to Tripura. I'm a product of Kendriya Vidyalaya, KV, and I have learned, we are taught in this environment, in the camp, that what is actually our duty. So I have visited many places, and now even when I am going to get time to go to other places, to other countries, I will definitely going to have a talk with those people who are diverted from their life. The women, they don't know, they are happy with the luxurious life, or they want something else from life. How a person can be happy, can be in harmony. Lot of things. Whenever I get time, I visit, or after just completing my duties for my academics at 5:30, when I leave, I met a lot of small children, uneducated women, those women who are selling flowers, they are into that. Not guiding them, but just discussing with them, telling them क्या चाहिए जिंदगी से, चाहिए क्या. Or I'm the happiest person.
Very nice sharing, Suman ma'am. Very nice.
No, I'm thankful to God that if He have given me life now, that is for I'm going to worth it.
Yes. And the most important part is that this UHV content, it is when we say it is universal, as you have
Huh,
pointed out, the
huh.
first effort of UHV is to take this entire content into education
Yes,
so
ma'am.
that every child is, aware of and has the understanding, right? According to it, as you are saying that
Ye-
now,
ye-
you,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
And
yes.
then at the same time, when we see these proposals, we find that it is equally important for the other person. It
Uh,
doesn't depend whether that person is educated or not,
Very
right?
true, ma'am. What 1 minute? What I have seen that we are all educated groups who are discussing on the laptop or system and on that phones. But many people are there who really want to be indulged in this field in the knowledge of UHV, but they're
Yeah.
not very much illiterate, or they are a part of our life. You're getting my point. Would I have
Yes.
a lady? I've seen a lady who sells daru, but she have a मतलब देशी दारू. She's a tribal woman. She comes to me कि मैम मैं क्या करूं, मैं मेरे को तो इसी काम में लगाया गया है. मैं आपका
Hmm.
सुनती हूँ, तो मैं आप मेरे को बताओ कि कैसे कैसे. मैंने कहा कि आर यू हैप्पी सेलिंग दिस देसी दारू एंड पीपल आर डाइंग.
Hmm.
मतलब you are giving life to them, or you are earning, or you are spoiling other life, other family. मतलब just think for that. Slowly she is trying to divert her business into some other thing, selling flowers, or because she's not educated. Madam, seriously, what I am feeling that we are all educated, we can discuss the things, but there are many ladies, gents, children who are into addiction, drug addiction, and many more. Even if I am in engineering university or college, in engineering field, students till fourth year or from second or third, they are into bad company, indulging some drugs. And so this subject, according to me, is going to give life. Sometime when I will get time now, I will love to interact my students where I take classes, how they have changed in their relationship also, girls and boys relationship there, कि how to maintain it. At 2 o'clock at night, I many times I get a phone कि मैम क्या करें, मैं सुसाइड का जैसा कुछ आ रहा है. तो I note it down, I work on them, I talk to them.
Right.
I'm this teaching in engineering college from 2009, ma'am, and this is 25, a long period. And most
Hmm.
of the children who came in contact with me, and they were into bad company, matlab, suicidal attempts were there in and now they are out of India doing great job, having a good family, selecting a good wife or a partner. This is my main aim. I will die like that.
You will live, ma'am. The journey of soul is eternal. This
uh,
is what
I will I
UHV
will
teaches us. Yes.
huh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very nice.
Very nice sharing, Dr. Soman. We came to know much about you and ourselves also, because every sharing is a teaching for everyone. I myself have started using one tissue paper after FDP at PU Chandigarh, because I used to use 3 to 4 tissue papers every time I eat outside. So these small changes which we all are, you can say, encountering in our daily life due to introduction of UHV in our life is remarkable. Uh, I request Dr. Rajkumari also to share her feelings, and you can say the talk about the school education. Dr. Rajkumari.
Namaste, Didi. Namaste, Garima Didi. In a couple of minutes, I think today the speaker will be here with us. So the technical team is trying to connect with them. And I think we can listen now to Garima Didi, because I'll be unable to share at the moment.
Right. जी. So we can ask other attendees also. We have many people join this session. So if there's anyone who can who wants to keep their sharing, I can see Dinanath Sharma ji from India. Anup Kumar ji is also there. If anyone wants to share, you can just raise your hand. Tech team will provide you the mic and we can interact. As we have heard from Suman ma'am, you see, each one of us have our own journey to share, and it feels so relatable. And the transformation in each one of us is so magnificent. It is heartening to know. We have Pooja Vishwakarma ji also, Praveen Kumar ji, director, ji, Vineet Mehta ji, Sangeeta Jain ji, Aneet Beti ji, A.K. Sani ji. So while we wait for our speaker to join, we can interact and have this interaction and personal sharing. So this session is regarding school seminar and how it was implemented and what was the journey of implementation in school education in the state of Madhya Pradesh in India. And then what were the outcomes? What were the challenges? And what is the vision behind all this effort is being discussed during this seminar talk. Our speaker is facing some issue regarding joining the session, and we are waiting for him. So we thank all the attendees for your patience, and we can still have interaction and discussion within us. We have J.M. Sasi Kumarji, Professor and Head from India. If sir, you would like to share anything. Priyanka ji is also there. R. Karthik, Senior Assistant Professor from India. So, one thing I would like to share is that whenever we have these, we participate in FTPs related to UHV. At Punjab University, we have conducted around 6 FTPs, and there's always one input from the participants as they feel that this is important and this is valuable. They always give this input that it has to start from the school level itself, because changing your habits, your what you assume, your beliefs, once you are mature, you are elder, it becomes difficult. So in that context, this panel, this seminar discussion has been planned because the thing is that the UHV Foundation is actually putting efforts at all levels. So, to have a glimpse of that effort, this seminar talk has been planned. So, right now, also, I was in, PTM of my daughter, and I could see that values or there are always charts, there are certain, yeah, there are many things that they are displayed in your classrooms around yourself. Um, but at times I feel that at the same time the teacher was actually talking about how it has become so challenging to manage the class as when she asks students to clean the board, no one turns up. This is the difference we are feeling in our generation today. The more complaints were about the behavior of the students and the disconnect they feel with the teacher, the school, the peer group, and why students just they feel that it is not worth coming to school. It is so starking to see this, and this is due to because the student is not feeling relatable. The feeling of relationship is missing there, and they just think that going to school is to just mark attendance, knowledge they can have from various sources, and there is no heartening talk which is happening between their friends, and this is leaving a child in a state of isolation. This is one of the issues which was being discussed there. And I could see that parents had no answer to why their child has developed this habit. And on the other hand, the teacher was just complaining that when I also want to correct the children, they just don't want to listen to me. So the teacher is feeling disrespectful, the child is feeling lonely. So this is, I'll mute for a moment, please. So this is the, what I felt today in the PTM. And then I was discussing and thinking and introspecting within me that what is the solution to this problem? And I could see others may also add to it, but I'll just share what is my feeling in this that it is very important to spend a quality time with your child. And quality time means to interact with your child, to talk to him or her, and just be there as a good listener and help the child to evaluate certain situation, as we say in UHV, because the child may be over evaluating certain relationships, they may be over evaluating certain systems. For example, the thought process that I must have marks greater than 90% only. For example, a thought process that I must have so and so friend in my life, only then I'm worth it, and so on. So basically, unknowingly, the child is developing the belief system, and we as a parent, teachers, or guide need to help them understand the situation correctly so that they are able to evaluate it and they are able to think of themselves through their thought process, how they can actually, what is the importance of relationship in their life, what is the importance of studies in their life, what is the importance of any skill they develop, what is the importance of time, and so on. So this is what I felt If anyone else wants to discuss or add to it, you are welcome.
Ji, Dr. Rajkumari, please add something.
Yes, Didi, namaste to all. Actually, our guest is facing some technical glitch. Due to this, he is unable to join right now in this moment. So I think we will be starting in parallelly. We will start and wait for him also. Today's topic for seminar talk is need, vision, implementation, impact, and future plan for value-driven school education. So let us discuss on this. If we see from the very start, we can see there are four parts of this talk. In first segment, we'll have brief introduction of Raja Anand Sansthan, which is in Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal. And in second part, we'll be talking about need and vision for value-driven school education. And in third segment, we'll take into consideration steps taken by the RAS and UHV team for the integration of human values in education of MP, specifically in schools of Madhya Pradesh. So in the last segment, we'll be focusing on impact and future plan of these activities. So let us start from the very first, that about a brief introduction of Rajya Anand Sansthan. In fact, if we go beyond 2016, we can see that before that there were so many departments, but rather we were facing a short depression issues. There are some technical glitches and other problems also, like you can see in government departments. But there was something missing in that scenario, which was the satisfaction of the job, or maybe the harmony between the departments. So the need was felt for developing this or the establishment of this department. So happiness department was created in 2016. Only state in the country to have a separate department. MP is the first state. So if we see that, is it really needed? Because 53 departments are already there. So why there is a need? We have witnessed remarkable advancement over the past few decades, but this entire growth of different departments indicated only the material prosperity, the physical prosperity, and is not the direct indicator of happiness, as we see. So moving ahead, 50 years ago, the mean onset age of depression was 29.5 years. And today, it is exactly half of that, 14.5 years. So unless individual is happy, the society or nation cannot be happy. So it was thought that state should foster the happiness of their citizen, for the even government employees, in every sphere of the our living, we need the happiness. So, we see in happiness curriculum, there is the main backbone is volunteers. So, if at present we see there are over 1.3 lakh volunteers, we can call them Anandak also, at present in our MP state, who are connected with the Raja Anand Sansthan. And if we see the graphs of Raja Anand Sansthan, we can see on the slide there are some Ananda, which we are talking already. And Anand Utsav is a program also. Alpaviram program is there. Anandam Sayogi program is there. Anand Club is also being established by the RAS, Rajya Anand Sansthan. Anand Sabha, which we talk in preceding slides about this Anand Sabha, which is related to UHV classes in in schools of MP. Then Anand calendar is there where some activities regarding these mm, programs are marked already, fixed in fact. Anand Shivir is there, happiness index. Anand Note is also one of the important programs of Raja Anand Sansthan. Then International Day, we celebrate for this. Anand Gram is there. And another programs we have Anand projects and fellowships, online happiness courses are there time to time by the Raja system. So these are the you can see the main view of the programs of Raja system. As we know, we are here for what is the impact of UHV, in fact, in education. So, if we see the programs based on universal human values, and specifically in MP, so we find four major programs running at present. One is Anand Sabha for school education, test specifically. Another program is Anand Gram, where a specific village is selected and our volunteers work with those villagers in the form of some workshops are organized gradually and then all the dimensions of the mm, village, for example the individuals, the families of the villagers and the social gathering of the village and the nature and the agricultural dimensions of the village. All these are taken care in this Anand Gram on the basis of the proposals of UHV, Universal Human Values. Then Anand Ki Or is another program which is very important. Uh, you can see at one side the Anand Gram is focusing on only a specific village. It is developed the parameters of UHV proposals. But in Anand ki or the anybody can be the participant in these workshops. And mostly starting from 3 day workshops, there are some 5 day, 6 day workshops are there. Then level increases as you completes one level, you will be eligible automatically for the another level. So then Anand Kriyo, and after that we have some programs like faculty development workshops are there. In higher education presently, we have also diverted our these efforts from school education. Diverted, we call that expanded, and higher education also. So till if there are anything you want to add, any of the present members in the panel or someone from the attendees. So, please, if you want to add or share something regarding this, only then after we will move forward.
We are deeply honored to welcome Shri Akhilesh Argal, Indian Forest Service Officer 1986 batch retired. Sir, please continue with the PPT.
Hello.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
नहीं ये आपका ईयरफोन नहीं है ईयरफोन होगा व्हाट ईयरफोन नहीं आ रहा है
इसको
ब्लूटूथ पे कर लीजिए ब्लूटूथ पे लगा लीजिए
ब्लूटूथ तो ऑन है ना
यहाँ से तो बंद है ना
मेरे को डिस्कनेक्ट है
आपकी आवाज आ रही है अब्दुल सर?
मेरी आवाज आ रही है दीदी?
जी आ रही है सर, आपकी आवाज
आ रही है?
जी जी.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Audible, Didi?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Namaste.
Okay. So, can I start?
Yes, yes.
Or you are continuing, Didi?
No, no, sir, you
Rajkumari
start.
Didi, are you continuing?
No, no, you start, sir. I think you are not able to listen me.
I have to start?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Start, sir. We can listen to you. You can start. We can see you and we can listen to you.
Okay. So, good afternoon, and I'm very much sorry for the technical problem, and ultimately I could join when almost the session was going to be over. So anyway, I will shorten my talk, and I will directly come to I will skip the portion of introduction of Raj Anand Sansthan and programs of Raj Anand Sansthan, and I will directly come to the programs based on universal human values. So there are 4 programs which Raj Anand Sansthan is running based on universal human values. First is Anand Sabha, which is basically for school education. Second is Anand Gram, which is for selected villages in Madhya Pradesh. In fact, one village from each district, so there are 52 villages in which this UHV program is running. Then there is another program, Anand Ki Or, which is basically for the uh, 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 common citizen, for the public. Anybody can join. So 1 or 2 program in a month they are there on based on UHV. And fourth is recently Rajanand Sansthan has signed MOU with the higher education and training of principals and vice principals and professors, that is going on 6 days training, so that this program can be run in higher education also. So can we shift to the next slide, Didi? So now coming to the need, why this program based on universal human values is needed. What is the background? So if we look at the basic human aspiration, whatever we are doing as a human being, 24/7 we are doing something. What we want to achieve by engaging ourselves. So the answer comes that we want to live a fulfilling life. We want to live a happy life. But what is the meaning of a happy life? That nobody is explaining. Neither family is explaining, nor school is explaining, nor society is explaining. And 2 basic questions, they always trouble us as a human being: what to do and how to do. What to do basically deals with the value education, and how to do is basically related to skill education. And the holistic education has to address both these issues adequately. And what to do gives us clarity: what is our goal, what is our basic aspiration, and what is the program to fulfill our basic goal. And how to do basically helps to learn skills, methods, techniques to implement the program. But since what to do is missing, so without that clarity, there is no certainty whether the skill can be used or misused. So we can prepare very good doctors, we can prepare very good engineers, but that good doctors, very good doctors, a kidney specialist, he will treat a kidney or he will sell a kidney, that is not being ensured. A very good software engineer, he will use this skill for the welfare of the society or he will use this skill for the cyber crime, that is not being ensured. And skill without values becomes exploitance, and skill with values become a service to the society. So with the missing link of what to do, we are seeing a lot of problems in the society, that exploitation, that fraud, they are all going on. And if we want to ensure right use of skills, value education is probably the answer. We have to we have to incorporate, we have to include, we have to, our whole education system should be based on values. And traditionally, the role of education has always been in shaping the life and building a character. And if we look right from the ancient Gurukul to the modern education system, the purpose of education was not merely to impart information or skills. The purpose of education has been to develop an understanding of how to live as a human being. But over time, education has largely confined to marks, competition, and career building. Slowly, that traditionally shaping of life and building of character, that has been slowly moved to the background, and marks, competition, and career building, they have come on the front stage. And in this process, the dimension of humanity, sensitivity, and happiness were gradually left behind. And to give concrete shape to this perspective, AICTE, Rajanand Sansthan, and UHV Foundation, they came together. And this ultimately resulted in launching of the program Anand Sabha for the school at education level in 2023. And the objective of this initiative is very much clear: to encourage students to reflect not only on the education, but on the fundamental questions of the life. And what are these fundamental questions? Few of them may be: who am I? And in which direction is my life moving? What is the right relationship between myself and the others? And what is the true source of happiness? How we can be happy? How we can lead a fulfilling life? How we can live a satisfactory life? And every student fundamental aspiration, or for that matter, every human being has the aspiration of living a happy life, living a prosperous life. But due to lack of understanding, due to clarity of understanding, that they are not able to understand the true nature of happiness. And due to this lack of understanding of life goals, they begin to make efforts in wrong directions. And the common mistake is taking momentary sensation for happiness. Taking that momentary sensation for happiness, that is the problem. Because nobody is teaching, so they are not able to distinguish between happiness and momentary excitement, which is increasing the confusion. And due to this confusion, this wrong understanding, we are seeing a lot of tendencies in the students. There is addiction of alcohol, tobacco, excessive mobile time, addiction of gaming, junk food, staying awake at late night. All these tendencies we are seeing: negligence towards health, immediate reaction instead of response. All these tendencies are very much visible in our families, in our relatives, in the society. And reason for this is basically we have mistaken external pleasure for the happiness. And consequences are very much obvious, very much visible in the society. Even at a younger age, we are seeing that students are stressed, they are under depression, they feel anxiety, they feel loneliness, they are having emotional instability, they are facing difficulty in making decisions, and as they grow up, they alienate from the family and the friends. They try to pass time in loneliness, separate from the family and the friends. And in extreme condition, we are seeing the suicidal tendencies also. I was going through one study that 50 years ago, this average age of going into depression was 29.5 years, and now it has reduced to 14.5 years, almost half. And we are seeing that a student of class 6 or class 8 is committing suicide just for small issues. If the mother has asked not to use mobile, or mother has asked to study, pay attention to the study, your exams are coming, and they run away from the house and they commit suicide. So these consequences are basically due to missing link of value education. And for inculcating a holistic vision among the students, value based education is needed for helping students to understand themselves, setting right priorities in their life, fostering trust and respect in relationship, cultivating sensitivity, compassion, and sense of responsibility, enhancing discipline and self-control, self-confidence, and promoting a mental health and positive outlook. All these things will automatically come once we include value-based education in the system. And the vision of value-based education is, if we want to put in one sentence, the purpose of value-based education is to develop a holistic individual who is happy and prosperous within, and who basically contributes responsibly and cooperatively to the family, to the society, and the nature. Or in nutshell, we can say that vision of value-based education is that every individual is able to take right decision, he is able to set right goal, and he is able to follow the right direction. And with this value-based education, every individual will develop the ability to identify the life goal, take informed decision based on circumstances, cultivate thoughtful behavior instead of reactive responses, and he can understand that what is the difference between the temporary excitement and lasting happiness. And this will ultimately lead to inner peace and joy and balance in life. And this will not only create a responsible individual, it will create a responsible citizen also, who will understand respect and values of relationship, and he will develop the relationship based on trust, respect, and coexistence. This is very important. Unless the trust and respect is there, that coexistence will not be there. And he will have a responsible behavior towards family, school, and society. And this will ultimately lead to the social well-being in the society. The stress which we are seeing, the anxiety which we are seeing in the society, that will be reduced, that confusion will not be there, and every student will have self-confidence, emotional stability, and will have a positive attitude towards the life. And it will again support the school environment also, and it will lead to the understanding that human beings are connected to one another. Whereas at present, we are, instead of seeing the fundamental similarities that every human being is same, we are seeing the differences. And these differences are based on basically on the body, on the basis of prosperity, on the basis of post, on the basis of money that we are having. We are seeing basically these differences. and our behavior is basically based on these differences. But once we are able to see the fundamental similarities, we will be able to treat every human being as equally. And this will ultimately lead to the establishing peace, justice, and coexistence in the society. So the vision with which the Raj Anand Sansthan is going to have an education system that develops right understanding, right identity, and human conduct in every student, so that they can live a happy within themselves and cooperate in family, society, and live a balanced life in harmony with the nature. With this vision, Raj Anand Sansthan is working. Now I will briefly discuss what steps Raj Anand Sansthan has taken to integrate human values in education in Madhya Pradesh. For implementing any plan successfully, probably three things are needed. First is mindset, second is the structural framework, and third is resources. First is we should have clarity in mind. We should have a clear cut vision, clear cut objectives, what we want to achieve. And Raj Anand Sansthan was very much clear what they want to achieve. We were clear that at school level, we should not treat value education as an extracurricular activity. But value education should be the core purpose of education. We were very much clear from the very beginning. And it was also made clear to teachers and the principal that holistic development of student is the ultimate goal of education, enhancing their behavior, mindset, relationship, and life perspective. And all the programs, policies, and practices, they should be related to this vision, this integration of value-based education in a school system. So with this clarity of vision and objective, Raj Anand Sansthan started developing study material with the help of UHV Foundation and AICTE, and human value-based textbook for each class 9 to 12 they were prepared. These books were basically meant for the students, for the teachers, and practice books they were prepared for the students. Each class is having a separate practice book based on stories and some exercises. A teacher's manual was also prepared to facilitate the teachers, to guide the teachers. And the whole content has been designed so nicely, so easy, so practicable, and it is relevant in the local context. Role and responsibilities, they were also decided. What Raj Anand Sansthan will do, what UHV Foundation will do, what AICTE will do, and what a school education department will do. School education department was basically driving this value-based education in the school system, education system. So department initiated the process of making this subject as a part of curriculum. It took about 6 months, continuous meetings with the policymakers, then the top management and the middle management. And Anand Sabha, this value-based education, this was included in the timetable of the school curriculum. On Saturday, for each class, 2 session has been allocated for Anand Sabha, value-based education. And school education was giving administrative support in selection of the teachers, their registration, their training, and follow-up action. And printing of textbook and workbook, that is also responsibility of the education department. Raj Anand Sansthan basically doing the training of the teachers with the help of AICTE and UHV Foundation. And they are also doing hand holding after training with the help of AICTE and UHV Foundation. After preparation of the books, first task was to see whether this content can be uh, passed on to the teachers, to the students. So we did a pilot workshop with the principal and vice principal of the CM Rise and Excellence schools, in which this value-based education has been first introduced. And this was to ensure the supportive and enabling environment at the school level. Because if the principal and vice principal, they are convinced that this subject is important, this subject is basically doing the holistic development of the student, then probably they will support it, otherwise they will take it as a burden. And this workshop with the principal and vice principal, they were very successful. They were convinced that this value-based education, this is very much needed for the students. And in the second phase, we did the pilot workshop with the students, whether they are able to understand or not. Can this value education can be taught in the classroom session or not? And the feedback of this pilot workshop, that was very far more positive than we expected. It was far more positive than what we expected. And in fact, we did when we did this 6 days workshop with the students. Few parents of the student, they contacted the school teachers and school principal. What you are teaching these last 3-4 days, because the behavior of the student at the home, there is some change visible in his behavior. He has become more responsible at home. He has become more disciplined at home. So even in 4-5 days session, this positive changes, they were visible in the students' behavior. And this pilot testing with the students, this also enabled the school administration to be confident that value education can be delivered to the student through this classroom dialogue. Because earlier when we were doing this training with the principals and vice principals, we were thinking that though they are able to understand and they are able to realize the importance of this subject, whether the student, they will be able to understand or and accept it the way in which it is taught in the workshop, in the sessions. But it was easily taken by the students, and they understood it very easily, and the change was also visible in their behavior. And with this much of preparing, with this much of background, Raj Anand Sansthan started teachers training and capacity building. And this was basically a big task, because for teachers training, a very small time slot is available. Only in their vacation, May and June, we are able to conduct workshop for teachers. And there is naturally lot of resistance from the teacher side, because during the year they get only this 1.5 months vacation, and we were organizing these 7 days, 8 days workshop in this vacation. So that was a problem. But after 1 or 2 days, teachers started realizing that they themselves started realizing the importance of the subject for themselves also and for the students also. And the focus on teachers training was understanding the self exploration, because this process of self exploration, that is very important. Then only they can progress, then only they can explore. So it was necessary that teachers understand the process of self exploration. They are able to communicate this process of self exploration to the student. and they they were required to be tuned to dialogue based teaching methods. Normally in a school, the teaching method is one sided. Teachers are delivering the content, but this value education that requires dialogue based teaching method. So this was highlighted during the training that we have to uh, pass on these values with a dialogue based teaching method, and lot of practice of case studies, reflecting activities, and group discussion, they were incorporated during this training. And it was also required that teachers understand the emotional and behavioral clues from the students. And it was highlighted during the teachers training of the teachers that teacher's role is not of preacher. His role is as a facilitator. He has to help the students for self exploration. He has to put the right proposal in front of his students and let students explore themselves whether the proposal it is right for you and for them or not, whether it will lead to mutual happiness or not, whether the proposal will lead to mutual prosperity or not. They were left to explore this. And
So time left is 3 minutes only.
and mm, from 22 to 25, there has been 4 years of training. First year, it was only with the principal and vice principal. From second year, that means 2023, we started with the teachers. And last year, 2025, almost 30 training sessions they were organized, covering about 3,000 teachers. So far, Rajanand Sansthan and AICT and UHV team, they have trained 4208 teachers, around 4,200 teachers. In addition to this weekly training, hand-holding weekly meetings are also conducted. Tuesday meeting is basically for the planning purpose, and Wednesday meeting every Wednesday. This meeting is basically for the developing resource person from the Madhya Pradesh. Around 250 participants they are joining this Wednesday meeting, and they are on path of equipping themselves as a resource person. And Friday meeting is basically for the teachers who have already been trained and who are taking class in the school. So because they are delivering the content on Saturday, so Friday meeting is basically a preparation for delivery of Saturday. So the session which they are going to deliver on Saturday, it is revised on Friday, and their questions and queries, they are being answered. Now, though it is very a small period, we started in 2023 with the school education, but impact is visible. Whatever has been delivered, it is giving sign that the direction is correct. We are heading in the right direction. If we look at the impact, we can see impact at teachers level, at student level, at school environment level, that we can see. And at when we see the impact at teachers level, teachers experience that the purpose of Anand Sabha is not only to bring about changes in the student behavior. They realize that this whole content is basically meant for them also. It is impacting their lives also. And many participating teachers, they shared that it has transformed their life. Though it is very small period, 2 years time only, but they are seeing the transformation in their life. One teacher shared that for the first time I realized that happiness does not come from objects, but it comes from the right understanding and relationship. Another teacher shared that my aim now is not only to focus on marks, but to inspire my student to live a fulfilling life. I mean, if these changes are visible within 2 years, I can say it is a satisfying achievement. This is sharing of one of the teacher, Mr. Manish Kumar Soni. He shared that so far he was in the rat race of life. He was seeing that comfort was everything to me, and all his efforts were directed towards it. But after participating in the workshop, he realized that right understanding and fulfillment of relationship is the need of the need to fulfill his basic desire of continuous happiness. And he shared that one positive outlook which he is seeing in himself is that he is able to maintain the inner stability even in difficult situation. He is able to maintain his inner stability. Some indicators are also visible at student level impact. Teachers and parents, they are sharing that there is increase in the tendency towards self exploration and self reflection in the student. Students has started reflecting on the questions like who am I, what I want to achieve, and how can have continuous happiness. What are the sources of continuous happiness? Emotional stability and self regulation, it is also visible at the student level. Students have reported that they do not longer get angry over small issues, and instead they are learning to resolve situations through dialogue and understanding. And this whole content, it is creating a positive outlook, it is developing a positive outlook among the students. They have developed a optimistic outlook toward life, and it is inculcating a self discipline and responsibility among students. This is sharing of one of the student. She shared that with this content he is able to focus on understanding relationship, what is prosperity, what is the how much comfort is needed, how to assess our need, and how to fulfill this need with the mutual prosperity with the nature. And she shared that earlier her focus was mostly outward, but now it has shifted to her own shortcomings. Earlier, she used to notice the shortcomings of others, but now she is working on herself. This is sharing of another student, Shivam Chauhan, class 10 from Gwalior. He shared that he is seeing change in his behavior, he is able to see it, and he has been able to understand the true meaning of happiness and prosperity. And he could understand the feeling of trust and respect, which are very much necessary for a mutual fulfilling relationship. And he shared that while making decision, he is able to do self exploration, and Anand Sabha has changed his view of life. Now he is looking the life at a different angle, with a different angle. This content has impact on school environment also. Now environment of school is now facilitative of positive dialogue. Earlier students used to follow the instruction passively, but now they interact with the teachers, with the staff freely and openly. And it is inculcating self discipline and inner motivation among the students. Earlier, the discipline was driven by the external pressure, now it is driven by the inner understanding. This content is also promoting team building and leadership qualities among the students. They are able to play a good teammate, they are able to play as a good team leader in the school. Now, we have discussed that we are running UHV workshops. So UHV workshops, they are continuously running. So these workshops, they are giving momentum to the integration of human values in education in Madhya Pradesh. And these workshops are preparing the teachers to deliver the Anand Sabha session within a school curriculum. And this is facilitating self-development of all the participants, the school teacher as well as the students. And there is qualitative enhancement on all the four dimensions of living. We are living with ourselves, within family, with the society, and with the nature. So it is impacting all the four dimensions of living. And with 2 years of experience, we can say that there is possibility of widespread positive social transformation through this value-based education. Weekly divisional meetings are also conducted online, and in 2 months there is one offline meeting also. And the purpose of these meetings is basically to develop the team leaders, prepare the resource person who can then teach the transfer the prepare the teachers also. So at present, all the facilitator, they are coming from the UHV Foundation and AICT. They are the resource person of AICT and UHV Foundation. So MP is in the process of preparing their own resource person. Rajanand Sansthan is also issuing a monthly magazine, Anand Sanchar Ka. This magazine is also impacting the value-driven education. It is basically helping in the development of team spirit, because a lot of people, they are involved in issuing this Anand Sanchar Ka every month. So it is basically promoting team spirit and mutual coordination. And this Anand Sancharka is also publishing self-assessment and feedback from principal, teachers, students, and guardians, and which is supportive in the spreading value education. And with the help of this Anand Sancharka, all the UHV updates, UHV activities, they are available on one platform, and their documentation has been made possible through this Anand Sancharka. And since some content is also disseminated through Anand Sancharka, so human values proposals, they can also be disseminated through this Anand Sancharka to the society. Raj Anand Sansthan has also started conducting online student workshop. This is again basically helping those students who want to progress much fast in this direction, because in a school curriculum there are only 2 sessions in a week. Here you can join additional session if you wish, if you want to progress in this direction. So this was all about implementation of the value driven education in Madhya Pradesh. And I have exceeded some time, but I will finish with this slide. What is the future plan of Rajanand Sansthan, UHV Foundation, and AICT with the help of a school department in Madhya Pradesh? So the future plan is training sufficient teachers. That is the first plan. That is the first important task, so that this Anand Sabha can be extended to all the 8,500 plus government schools. And once we are able to we are able to reach all the government schools, then Raj Anand Sansthan plan to expand this program to the private school also, 9 to 12th. Future plan is to identify 500 volunteers from the trained teachers and prepare them, groom them as a resource person. This task is already going on with the 250 teachers. Plan is to have at least 500 teachers as a resource person. At present, study material and exercise books, they are in English, they are in Hindi. RAS is planning to prepare these books in English also, these exercise books in English also. And plan has already begun to incorporate Anand Sabha in college education. Rajanand Santhan has already done MOU with the higher education, and preparation of teachers is already going on.
If there are any questions, participants can ask. Okay, thank you, Shri Akhilesh Argal, for sharing about Rajya Anand Sansthan, establishment of happiness department. Heartening to know that age of depression is decreasing. The presence of 1.3 lakh Anandak is truly remarkable. Anand Ki Or program, signing of MOU with higher education institutions, meaning of fulfilling life, the difference between what to do and how to do, and importance of skill without values was beautifully deliberated. Momentary excitement and happiness are quite different things. The students must understand this at younger stage. Only value-based education is answer to all. Right decisions, right goals, and right direction are very necessary. Thank you, Shri Akhilesh Argal. Thank you, sir. Thank you to all participants, attendees, YouTube participants, and tech team. We can join other parallel sessions also running side by side. Thank you everyone. Namaskar.